Welcome back to the deep dive. We're here again to, cut through the noise, look at the sources, and really pull out those key insights to help you get genuinely informed fast. Today, we're diving into something pretty big. It's not just making noise in the press, it feels like it's quietly reshaping how we think about mobility. And yeah, it could directly impact the kind of car you might be driving maybe sooner than you think.
That's exactly right. So our mission today, a really thorough deep dive. We're looking at a super detailed, almost forensic technical analysis of a car you might not expect, the Dongfeng Box. It's an electric city car. We're going to unpack what this really granular report tells us about the car's actual build quality, its engineering, and then the really important part, explore the bigger picture. What does this mean strategically for the global car market, especially, for Europe's position in this accelerating EV race? This isn't just about one car review. It's about what this specific car, seen through this rigorous engineering lens, signals about deeper industry shifts.
Yeah, when I first came across this analysis, I have to say I was really intrigued because, well, the report we've been digging into makes a pretty bold statement. It's suggesting this little electric city car isn't just, playing in its segment, it's positioned as a genuine disruptor, maybe even setting a new benchmark for quality, for features. Honestly, the analysis hints that this Dongfeng box could surprise a lot of people, maybe even surpass many of the current European electric city cars in terms of sheer quality and what it offers. It really challenges some assumptions, doesn't it?
Oh, it absolutely does. And what's really fascinating is how this technical analysis defines quality. It's not just like a gut feeling from a quick test drive. No, this kind of deep technical look involves, well, basically tearing the vehicle down, examining every single component, every weld, even the software code. It's all about engineering precision material science. And what the engineers found, piece by piece, it sort of fundamentally shifts our view of what's achievable in an affordable urban EV.
Okay, right. Let's really get into that then. What specific things did the engineers actually pull apart that led them to say, okay, this is setting a new standard? Where did it genuinely impress them, component by component?
Well, okay, the absolute foundation of any car is its build quality and engineering, right? And this seems to be where the Dongfeng box delivered some pretty eye-opening findings. The analysis meticulously detailed the structural integrity. For instance, get this, the report highlighted panel gaps that consistently measured just zero point 0.5 millimeters across the entire vehicle body.
Half a millimeter.
Yeah, half a millimeter. I mean, to put that in context, that's the kind of precision you usually talk about with like premium German cars, not necessarily a budget-friendly city car. It points to incredibly tight manufacturing tolerances, probably advanced robotics and assembly. They also noted the chassis construction seemed really robust, using advanced high-strength steel in key areas, which meant minimal body flex, even when they simulated torsional stress. It suggests it's not just good for the price, it's actually world-class manufacturing execution.
That is genuinely remarkable. It sounds like they really focused on durability, a solid base.
Okay, but what about the parts you actually touch and feel every day? The interior. That's often where you see the compromises in city cars, right?
Right.
Did the engineers find similar surprises inside?
They certainly seem to. Moving on to the interior materials and finish, the assessment pointed to some very strategic, maybe even unexpected, material choices. So, unlike a lot of competitors in this segment, which, let's be honest, can feel like a sea of hard, scratchy plastics, the Dongfeng box analysis revealed something interesting. Over 60% of the high-contact surfaces, think dashboard top, door armrests, were finished with soft-touch materials.
60%.
Yeah.
Not just a token strip, then. Exactly. Not just a little accent. Genuinely tactile, more premium-feeling surfaces. And the fit and finish of the interior panels, also noted for precision. Seamless integration, no obvious creaks or rattles, even when they deliberately pushed and prodded things. The overall tactile experience, from the steering wheel grip to the solid click of the switches, was described as, well, refined. It sort of defies its segment and directly challenges that idea that affordability must mean sacrificing interior quality.
Okay, so it's not just functional transport. It's designed to feel well-crafted, comfortable inside. That is a big shift in expectations for this kind of car. But beyond the feel, what about the smarts, the tech, the features that make driving feel, well, modern?
Yes. This is another area where the Dongfeng box, according to this breakdown, really seems to position itself as a leader. Its feature set and technology integration. The analysis detailed a surprisingly comprehensive suite for its class. We're talking a big, responsive 12.3-inch central touchscreen, apparently running a modern, intuitive interface that feels quick, not laggy or frustrating. And crucially, it seems to come standard with advanced driver assistance features that are often costly extras or sometimes just not available on many European counterparts in this segment.
Like what kind of features?
Well, level 2 semi-autonomous driving capabilities, including pretty accurate adaptive cruise control and lane keeping assist that they said performs smoothly, even in simulated stop-and-go traffic. Connectivity options look robust to seamless wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, plus 4G LTE hotspot capability, and comfort features like apparently a very efficient heat pump for climate control and surprisingly ergonomic seats. Good lumbar support for a small car. These were highlighted as being superior. What's maybe more telling is the depth of the software integration, things like over-the-air update capability. That suggests a really forward-thinking architecture, allowing the car to potentially improve over time.
Wow, okay. This sounds less like a typical budget city car and more like they've managed to scale down a premium experience somehow. So, the analysis really is making a strong case here that this car, this specific electric city car, is genuinely setting a new benchmark for quality in its class, challenging pretty much everything we might expect from current models, especially here in Europe. It's not just keeping up. It seems to be fundamentally raising the bar on build, the interior feel, the tech sophistication, and presumably all at a price that makes it incredibly competitive.
It absolutely suggests that. And finally, the analysis also touches on performance and efficiency. These aspects, while technical, directly feed into that sense of implied quality. The report highlighted its range, pretty impressive for the segment, apparently over 300 kilometers in real-world type conditions, achieved not just through battery size, but through optimized motor efficiency and a smart battery management system that minimizes energy waste. Driving dynamics were also praised, surprisingly nimble, stable for a compact vehicle, with decent steering feedback and well-tuned regenerative braking. So yeah, all these pieces together paint a picture of a product that isn't just priced competitively, but engineered with a level of sophistication and detail that really does belie its category. It definitely shakes up assumptions about where it comes from.
Right. So if this Dongfeng box really is this example of unexpected quality and tech integration, what does this analysis suggest about the road ahead for European car manufacturers? This is where it gets really interesting, isn't it? Are we actually looking at a widening gap in this global EV race, or maybe is this just one standout example?
Well, that's the crucial question. What's fascinating is how this analysis, just by presenting a car of this caliber, implicitly puts a spotlight on, well, a significant technological acceleration and potentially a strategic advantage emerging from regions like China in the EV space. It really forces us to question some deeply held assumptions about where the technological leadership actually resides right now. The specific data from this car forces a look at Europe's position in the global EV race from a potentially more challenging perspective. For example, when the analysis discusses the Dongfeng Box's battery, it's not just about the size, the kilowatt hours. It specifically mentioned its use of an advanced LFP lithium iron phosphate battery, but with a novel cell-to-pack architecture.
Cell to pack. Okay, what does that mean practically?
Practically, it's a design choice that significantly boosts energy density because it gets rid of the traditional battery modules.
Hmm.
They pack the cells directly. This achieves a kilowatt-hour per liter ratio that, according to the report, notably surpasses many current city EVs.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, more range from a potentially smaller, lighter, and maybe cheaper battery pack. This specific advancement showcases a level of innovation in battery chemistry and packaging that definitely puts pressure on established battery suppliers and manufacturers.
Right. That makes sense. And what about the manufacturing side? Because having cool tech is one thing, but building it affordably at scale, that's the other massive challenge, especially for mass market cars.
You've absolutely hit on a critical point there. The analysis strongly implies a really striking level of cost effectiveness in production. The ability to deliver this kind of feature-rich, high-quality product at what we assume is a very compelling price point. Well, it suggests an incredible degree of manufacturing efficiency. Sophisticated supply chain optimization. We might be talking about significant vertical integration, meaning they control more of their own supply chain, maybe from raw materials, battery cells, right through to software development and final assembly. That kind of holistic control can lead to huge cost advantages that established manufacturers, who often rely on complex, sprawling global supply chains, might find really difficult to match quickly. It's not just having the tech, it's making it accessible. And furthermore, the depth of software and digital integration that the analysis described in the Dongfeng box, it points to a different pace of innovation altogether. From the infotainment system's smoothness and responsiveness to the car's connectivity and those crucial over-the-air updates, it's just a really rapid development cycle. particularly in vehicle software. This agility, this speed of iteration, these are areas where some traditional automakers, historically focused on hardware engineering, are arguably still playing catch-up, still working to fully embed that software-first approach into their core processes. The Dongfeng Box suggests there might be a lead developing in this digital area.
So, okay, if we connect all these dots, the battery tech, the production efficiency, the software agility, the data in this analysis really does seem to paint a clear picture, a strategic challenge for European automotive. Not just about playing catch up anymore, but maybe about influencing future trends. It really underscores the sheer pace of innovation and development cycles we seem to be witnessing. The very fact that this car exists with these advanced specs as detailed in the report, it makes you wonder about the speed new features and models are being rolled out elsewhere. It raises a serious question, doesn't it? About whether Europe can maintain its historical leadership without some significant shifts in approach, both to technology and manufacturing.
Exactly. And the report, it's important to stress, doesn't take a political stance. It just presents technical data. But that data compels us to question assumptions about who really leads in specific areas of EV development and production today. It feels like a bit of a wake-up call, maybe, showing that cutting-edge innovation can emerge from anywhere and, frankly, at an incredible speed. The competitive landscape for the next decade in automotive, it feels like it's being redrawn right now.
So what does this all mean for you listening? For your future car choices, yes, but also for the direction of innovation overall, and maybe even for the global economic balance in the auto industry. This isn't just about one specific car model in one segment. It feels like it's about a potential shift in momentum, one that could fundamentally redefine cars and manufacturing for decades, maybe bringing advanced features to more people faster than we thought. So to recap, today we dove deep into this technical analysis of the Dongfeng Box, and we uncovered some genuinely surprising insights into its quality, its technology, insights that really challenge the established benchmarks for electric city cars.
Yeah, and we explored what this specific analysis might tell us about those broader technological shifts happening right now, and the significant questions it raises for the European automotive sector as it navigates this really rapidly evolving and intensely competitive landscape.
It leaves us with a big thought, doesn't it? As electric vehicle technology just keeps evolving at this lightning speed, how will the global automotive map redraw itself? And what unexpected innovations, maybe from unexpected places, are going to truly define the next era of mobility for all of us?
Definitely something to ponder. Hey, if you found this deep dive as eye-opening and interesting as we did, please do take just a second to give us a like and subscribe to the channel. It costs nothing. It's completely free. And honestly, it really helps us bring more of these deep dives directly to you. We truly appreciate it.